Good evening, everyone. I hope we are having a terrific weekend. Miss Murder, good evening. Welcome to tonight's trivia night. Janice, in Australia, it's Will's birthday. He's so awesome that he gets it twice. Yeah. Once a year. It's good enough for me. Tomorrow is my birthday. I think it's every 3, 4 years. My birthday falls on Father's Day. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and all the grandparents who are, pulling double duty and the mothers who, are filling in as well. Good evening, Mike. Welcome to tonight's trivia. Kandahar Kra. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Kandahar Kra. What does that mean? Kandahar Kra. Kitiku. Hello, everyone. Happy early birthday and happy Father's Day. Thank you. I made it another year. If I live, through the night, which I should by all accounts. You said it right. It means greetings. Okay. Good evening, Sal, and welcome to tonight's trivia, Sal. 39, Will? I wish. I wish I was in my 30s. I don't regret anything that I've ever done in my life, but I wish I had the knowledge that I have now and I could go back with that knowledge. That'd be nice because I would certainly avoid a lot of the mistakes that I've made in my life. And who hasn't made mistakes? Zounds treetop. In what language? Whoa. Hola, mis amigos. I was born on Easter, and it's only falls on Easter like every 62 years. LOL. My sister's his birthday is right around Easter as well. It falls on her. I think it's every 7 years. It falls on her birthday. Easter does. It's either the day before or on her birthday. Z Barry Morphew never made any mistakes. Oh, Kandahar Kra is greeting in what language? That would be Islamic. Oh boy, ditto on that score. I think that's a lot of people think that way though. If you really think about it, I mean, I don't know if I would want to be in my 30s again. It'd be nice, but I just wish I had the knowledge that I have now, and then I could have had it. I could have had that knowledge, but life experiences too. Would have made a lot more, a lot less mistakes, and a lot more, strides in life. I mean, heck, just think if I would have started this YouTube journey where I'd be today on this entire thing, if I would have started it 7 years ago or 10 years ago. Never know. You wish you could redo your life? Zounds treetop? I don't know if I'd ever want to relive my life. I mean, I don't regret my life. We got another minute and 30 seconds, and then we're going to get the trivia night going, everyone. Marina, hi, everyone. Hello, Marina. Welcome to tonight's trivia. Got another minute and 20 seconds left, and then we're going to get going here. All the questions tonight are on Hollywood life and murder. There are some questions on the trivia tonight that deal with those who are in and around the Hollywood lifestyle and either motion pictures, music. There's a couple questions about life in itself, but the rest of the questions are all about famous people within music and movie industry who have been murdered. So that's all the questions on tonight's trivia. Not a repeat of this. That would be awful. I'd have gone into forensics and I've been or encouraged or even knew anything about it. Yes, Tammy, I am a Gemini. Now, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong, but I do believe that Inner Peace's birthday is around this time of the year. I think it's in June, but I'm not 100% sure. Winks, hello. Oh, I hope you're doing better, Winks. A lot of people were reaching out and praying for you last weekend. You know, when they didn't see you. I hope you're doing better. Well, I'm going to suck at this trivia game. Hey, you might learn something though. Think of it that way, Zounds. I mean, there's 15 questions, and then there's one bonus question after the 15 questions. Before I put this trivia together, I knew exactly 5 of the 15 before putting it together. So you never know. All right, we're going to get going now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's not the right one. I clicked on the wrong one. All right, all the questions tonight are rated on the skill level of 2 to 4. There's nothing that is super hard. They're all general knowledge questions. None of these are, hey, what was the secret handshake, for the Bones and Club, at the Hollywood chapter. There's nothing really obscure like that. All the questions are on famous people of Hollywood who have been murdered or life of those living in Hollywood film and industry, like I had already said. All right, get the first question up on the screen. And if you're new here, all the questions are multiple choice. A, B, C, D. Hollywood actress Susan Cabot was loved by those on and off screen. Her life was tragically taken way before her time. Who killed this bombshell actress? Was it A, her manager, B, her hairdresser, C, her son, or D, her husband? Who killed Susan Cabot, the actress? Only 11 more weeks of recovery. Wow. Well, I wish you the best, Purple. I wish you the best. I hope that, you're able to handle the, manage the pain. Boxing MMA 365. Hello and welcome to tonight's trivia, Boxing. Zounds is going to guess A. Tammy is going with A. Sal, I don't know. C. Starfire, good evening. Welcome to tonight's trivia, Starfire. Starfire is going with D. Who killed actress Susan Cabot? Okay. Well, question number 1. Hollywood actress Susan Cabot was loved by those on and off screen. Her life was tragically taken way before her time. Who killed this bombshell actress? Tammy, Mrs. Beasley. The husband is a safe choice. Lori Sutton, good evening. The correct answer to question 1 is C, as in cat. Her son beat her to death with a barbell from a weightlifting set and only served 2.5 years in prison for it. He took a kind of a reduced sentence, but a plea deal to lesser charges. 2.5 years for killing her. That's it. Her son. Question 2. Oh no, what the fuck? Yeah. Lana Clarkston had many hit roles on TV and stage. Everything from Three's Company to Mike the Hammer to Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Who killed this actress Lana Clarkston? Was it A, Phil Spector, B, Richard Ramirez, C, Dennis Rader, or D, her former manager Stephen McVie? Now, this is the community question of the week. Every week, I post on Monday mornings a early question on the community tab on YouTube, where you can read the question. You can get an idea of what the trivia is going to be like for the next Sunday, if it's a topic that you're interested in or know something about. But every week, and if you have the same option, same question. A, D, A. Phil Spector's wig. This snort. Dorothy Larkin, good evening. Welcome to tonight's trivia, Dorothy. Marina is going with D again, her former manager. Janice A. Purple A. Lana Clarkston. Who killed Lana Clarkston? "20 seconds. And the correct answer to question 2, who killed Lana Clarkston? The correct answer is A as in apple, Phil Spector. And how he thought that this was going, he was going to get away with it forever. But she was, I don't want to get into the graphic details of the entire thing, but she was found with a gunshot wound to the head. Her teeth were, several of her teeth were laying on the floor next to her body. And there was a lot of evidence that totally pointed that the entire situation, the scene and where her body was and everything else was staged. It definitely looked like it was staged just from a precursory look at the actual scene itself. Where's Rykar? I don't know. Oh yeah, I knew her name, but now I'm thinking with help with the chat. Are Inner Peas and Cement Shoes here? I haven't seen either one of them tonight so far, Purple. All right, question 3. Mary Tyler Moore said of this actress, she was more a friend to me in this business than anyone else. She was a sister. How did actress Barbara Colby die? Was it A, peacefully in her sleep, B, run down by hit and run driver, C, drowned in a pool, or D, gunned down in a drive-by shooting? How did actress Barbara Colby, his wall of sound, could he just made this is legacy, right? Marina is going with D. Sal D. Mike D. Dorothy going with D. Kitty Coo. I don't know. Juicy Jules. Good evening, Juicy Jules, and welcome to tonight's trivia. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Glad you could join us tonight. They never caught the killer of Barbara Colby. That is true. Boxing MMA is going to guess B. Mike knows this one, he says. Tammy, messed up mountain lion. We've had a couple of mountain lion sightings recently in our area, in our subdivision. Dan is here. Demolition Dan, 19. Good evening, Demolition Dan, and welcome to tonight's trivia. Mary Tyler Moore said of this actress, she was more a friend to me in this business than anyone else. She was a sister. How did actress Barbara Colby die? The correct answer is D as in dog. Gunned down in a drive-by shooting. Her and a friend of hers were leaving acting classes that were done by a well-known Hollywood voice actress. She helps people work on, and get ready. Maybe they need to develop an accent for a role that they're going to be in. But Barbara Colby and her friend were leaving that acting class, and they were both gunned down outside of it. And like Mike said, her murder was never solved. Have great Dad's Day, Will. Well, thank you. Not a fan? Check the mouse. Cut the mouse. We had a bear swimming in our beach. Ooh. Wildlife. They're not sure what's attracting these mountain lions to our area, though. I mean, they've lived here well before other people, but it's very rare that they would come this far into town. They're mainly in the mountain areas around us, but they're coming down. And they think that it might be because the game has been that they would normally hunt, like rabbits and other small animals, and such, are moving down more. They think that's it's attracting the mountain lions down into the valley more where I live. All right, question 4. Beloved actor Bob Crane was found dead in his home on June 29, 1978, at the age of 48. A lot of conspiracies have surrounded his death. Who was charged with his murder? Was it A, a former manager, B, a former actor turned porn star, C, a former friend, or D, a former cast member of Hogan's Heroes? Abadult Commandant. I know nothing. I always like Schultz. Carol Miller. Good evening, Carol Miller, and welcome to tonight's trivia. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. You loved Hogan's Heroes? I used to watch Hogan's Heroes a long time ago when it was on television. I mean, I know it's on in rerun form now, but Bob Crane. I never knew that he actually was murdered. I didn't know how he died, to tell you the truth, until probably about 4 or 5 years ago. it came across, my desk of that Bob Crane was actually murdered. The F Troop. That was a shame. He was slick. I remember that show. Gomer Pyle was on after that. Gomer Pyle MC. That was Jim Neighbors. Jim Neighbors was Gomer Pyle. But he was also on Dobie Gillis. And then what else? He was on Andy Griffin. And then he had an illustrious career as as a singer as well. He was a very talented man. A modern sitcom like that wouldn't fly now. Can't you imagine? Can you imagine a show called Gitmo's Heroes? No, I couldn't imagine that at all. When I'm on my mower, I sing, "Green Acres is the place for me." Beep beep. That's cool, Janet. After came on, had an arm sleeve tattoo. Jim Neighbors, Eva Gabor on Green Acres. Yeah, she did a really good job on that. All right. Question number 4. The correct answer is C as in cat. C as in cat. A former friend, John Carpenter, was tried and acquitted of the murder of Bob Crane. A former friend, John Carpenter, he was acquitted. But he is the only person they ever tried for it. And I think that they really jumped the gun there to even try to prosecute him. I read into, like I said, about 4 or 5 years ago. I might have missed some that don't remember the details correctly, but they were more pressured into trying to solve it and and have somebody to blame for what happened to Bob. But yeah, they really, it was a stretch to even try John Carpenter for it. There was very little forensic evidence or evidence at all. I mean, there was a feud over money that the two of them supposedly, squabbled over, but that doesn't exactly mean that that he murdered them. All right, question 5. This is one, not about murder. This is about Hollywood life. There are some very quick ways to get blacklisted in Hollywood, effectively ending a promising career. Which one below is the only one that has proven to be a surefire way to end a career in the motion pictures up to 2010? Was it A, murder someone and get sentenced? B, sex with someone underage? C, steal from fellow actors and actresses? Or D, bad charges dealing with kids? And you can figure out what bad charges are. Question number 5. Dorothy is going with B. Well, it is an A. Who is going with D? Carol is going with B. Wait, B and D are similar. They are. Polanski did both. That is true. Good old Roman Polanski. But B and D are kind of the same, but B? Tammy C. Question. I don't know. Can replace money. Yeah, that's true. 2010 was before better wording. Lemon Pie is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Lemon Pie, and welcome to tonight's trivia. Actually, I'm going with B, says MMA 365. Keep changing my pick, right? Well, that's the fun part about it. You never know which one it's going to be. Maybe it's this one or that one. E, guest starring on the Jersey Shore. Has anybody from the Jersey Shore had a career besides that reality show? I mean, I know some of them do guest speaking and they show up, to different events and they get paid to speak or to sign autographs. Sex offenders are worse than murderers. Yep. Did not know. There are some very quick and easy ways to get blacklisted in Hollywood, effectively ending a promising career. Which one below is the only one that was proven to be a surefire way to end a career in the motion pictures up to 2010? Get the Waltons versus the Amish. D19 for sure. All right. Question 5. The correct answer is D as in dog. Crimes, bad charges, crimes against children. And we're talking young children. Now, B is, having in a relationship with somebody, maybe they're 12 or 16 or whatever, but they're under the age of consent. And I know it's the splitting of the hairs between the two of them, but up until 2010, it was the only surefire way to end a career, a promising career, as that was where someone is starting off. Every single one of these since 2010, somebody has been convicted of it, and they have come back and actually picked up their career once they were released from prison. In Hollywood, there is no way to effectively end your career anymore. There's always going to be somebody that's willing to put you in front of the camera again and pay you. You may not be getting the sequel to Jerry Maguire movies anymore, Cuba Gooding Jr., but Cuba Gooding Jr. in all of his sick, perversive ways is going to still have a career. Danny Masterson, and you can draw your conclusion to a lot of them. There have been murderers who have been sentenced to prison. They did their time for murder, and they have careers that are waiting for them when they get out. People want to put them back in front of the camera. They want to hire them to be in their next play. They're never blacklisted anymore. Where a lot of them were blacklisted before, and there were stars. I will admit that like Art Buckle, the black and white star during the black and white films. He had some serious charges and accusations against him during his career, but that all got swept underneath the rug, so to speak, during his career. Anything goes in Hollywood now. That is absolutely true. Homer Pyle, yes, old school. What happened to make the change in 2010? I don't know. people decided that, there's no reason to blacklist and end someone's career anymore. Uh, the business got to the point where now it's not so much controlled over by the studios, where people have to sign contracts and they spent their entire life with a certain studio or a certain production company. They come and go. Excuse me. And there, a lot of it's been farmed out, so now a lot more producers, a lot more ways to make money, and a lot more people are willing to put you up, put you back into the film industry. But I don't know what exactly happened in 2010 that changed it. Someone might have a reason to kill, but no reason to harm a child. That's true. All right, going on to question number 6. Another question about the life of Hollywood. Simple question. Let's say you are up and coming actor or actress in Hollywood. At a minimum, you have to have an agent and someone to do press releases for you. What is the third most important person you must have? Is it A, stylist, B, an acting coach, C, an internet scrubbing company, or D, a personal chef? Simple question. Let's say you're an upcoming actor or actress in Hollywood. At a minimum, you have to have an agent and someone to do press releases for you. What is the third most important person you must have? Yeah, Roman Polanski was directing. Pigeon Mac. Good evening, Pigeon Mac. You snuck in there and I didn't see you. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, Pigeon Mac. Welcome to tonight's trivia. Question number 6. A lot of them can't act. Choose my mom, most trusted. There you go. E, an agent scrubber. I didn't. Did anybody even know that there is such a thing as an internet scrubbing company? And until the Christopher Watts case broke, and then after his conviction and stuff like that, I never even knew, that there were such companies out there, and that's all they do, is they work on scrubbing, the footprint of anyone from the internet. And you don't even have to be, rich and famous. Well, you do have to have a lot of money, but because they ain't gonna do it for free. But they will scrub your photos, your news stories about you, anything that that is considered bad, and or they'll completely erase you from the internet. Apparently, these people have been around, and it used to be part of the U.S. Marshals. The U.S. Marshal Service, when they would put someone into witness protection, they used to do something like that for people, where they would scrub the internet, and as it was being, the internet was coming out, of news stories and photos of your family, if they were putting your family and you in witness protection. And then this entire thing, the Hollywood, and other industries were like, hey, we would like, these services as well. And then a lot of corporate companies like, your DuPonts and your IBMs and, Maytag, if they had a product that, was defective and harmed people, they want that story to go away after they paid out the settlement or they closed it off, got rid of the case. So they start having these hiring these companies to scrub the internet of, bad publicity, because it drives down the stock prices. They don't make as billions as they should or want to. Happy Father's Day to all the moms that have both roles of dad and mom. Absolutely, Purple. Debbie, good evening, Debbie, and welcome to tonight's trivia. Happy Father's Day. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't do anything today besides this. Well, me and my wife, we did the taco podcast this morning, but I mean, I haven't done anything. I got a whole list of things I was supposed to do, and my wife was like, "Nope, just take the day off and relax." I'm like, "Sounds good to me." You are a car manufacturer, right? Put faith in your chef. Well, that's a good guess. You know, a chef, personal chef. I mean, I know Michael Jackson and a lot of famous musicians have personal chefs. All right, question 6. The correct answer actually is A, as in apple. 87.5% of all actors and actresses have a personal stylist, somebody who picks out their clothing and their look and makes sure that whenever they're seen in public, they're wearing and they're dressed a certain way by a certain designer, or their fashion says something about themselves. A personal stylist. Now, you may not know this, but my daughter uh, she was an actress. Not so much anymore. She's kind of kind of went in a different direction. She does voiceover work now. But when she was on the movie, the TV series on FXX, got to remember that extra X in there. The TV series Everything Sucks. When she was on that, they hired her a personal stylist. Just like everybody else, you have your agent and you have your stylist and you have people that are your handlers. Basically, they look out for every aspect of your life, because we don't want you to pop up on the cover of Esquire magazine tomorrow wearing the wrong coat or the wrong T-shirt or shoes. Yeah, one of my kids does some modeling, so I guess there you go. Well, that must be interesting. I had a friend in high school who did modeling for the Bon Marché and a couple of other like the department stores, and he liked it, but he got to keep all the clothes afterwards. And he's like, some of the clothes were just ridiculous, and he never wanted to wear them. He just put them all in boxes. I don't know what he ever did with it all. I lost track of him. God forbid, right? Wow, I can't agree, but confused. 5 filters. All right, question number 7. December 8th, 2004 is a day that will never be forgotten. That is the day this man was murdered on stage by a crazy former fan. Who is this rock metal god? Is this A, James Taylor, B, Dimebag Darrell, C, Vince Neil, or D, Two Bite McVince? Vincent. December 8th, 2004 is a day that will never be forgotten. That is the day that this man was murdered on stage by a crazy former fan. What you eating for dinner, Dan? Lawrence Welk. And everyone, there is Inner Peas. Good evening, Inner Peas. Welcome to tonight's trivia. Wow, we got Inner Peas here, ladies and gentlemen. Inner Peas, did you say your birthday is in the month of June as well? For some reason, in the back of my mind, I have this idea that you said that your birthday was in the month of June. James Taylor, metal god. Ooh, Demolition Dan 19. I'm a chef. There you go. Well, mine is tomorrow, Peace. My birthday's tomorrow. I for some reason I just remember it being in my head that your birthday was in the month of June. Well, whenever it is, happy birthday to you as well. If it's already come or if it's coming up, whichever, happy birthday. Date for date for the calendar. Happy birthday and many more. Thank you, Zounds Treetop. How many total questions, Will? 15 questions, Juicy Jules, plus one bonus question. So technically 16. We are on number 7 right now, so 9 more. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Tomorrow for my birthday, me and my son are going golfing. I take him out. I try to get him out once a week. And we're only going to play 9 holes, but I have a little putter for him so he can practice trying to get the ball in the hole, and I put the ball like maybe 2-3 feet away from the hole, and I let him just practice putting it. He likes that. He likes to ride around in my golf cart, but most of the time, it's about a 50-50, I should say. At the time he's interested in it, in golf, in golfing, and the other half of the time it's like, hey, what's on my tablet? Because he always wants to take his tablet with him and watch some kind of cartoon, Sagwa mainly. Golf, nice. Thank you. Perfect birthday for Will. Golf and Taco Boy, yes. I wanted to take my kid to take up golf. I can't play, but thanks to Tiger Woods PGA Tour on PlayStation, I make a great caddy. Love putt golf. We don't have it. We don't have no miniature golf around here in the area that I live in at all. The last miniature golf place we had closed. I want to say probably 10, 15 years ago, somewhere in there. Well, they used to have them all over when I was younger, but I mean, you got to be indoors and climate controlled, and there has to be a million different things that they make it even work now. All right, question 7. This man is Dimebag Darrell. He was the lead guitarist for the band Pantera. A crazed fan jumped up on stage and shot him just before they started to play. This man was completely out of his freaking mind, believing that he had some kind of relationship, like professional relationship with the band. He also thinks that they stole his music, but he never was a musician. I mean, the crazy things. They actually did a documentary on Rock Nation about this guy. But he shot and killed Dimebag Darrell on December 8th, 2004. And this man was loved by so many musicians, not just in heavy metal or rock and roll. To tell you just how much this man meant to so many different musicians, in case you've never heard of Dimebag Darrell, Eddie Van Halen, the guitarist for the band Van Halen. The you remember the iconic red guitar with the white pinstripes that ran across it in different directions. The original model of that guitar is buried forever with Dimebag Darrell. Eddie Van Halen placed that guitar in Daryl's coffin and said goodbye to him. He was loved by that many people in different areas of the music industry. Everyone from rock and roll, pop, jazz, rhythm and blues. These people absolutely loved him. I mean, he was a hell of a guy. His brother, Vinny, is still in the band Pantera, but my peeps on happy belated birthday. All right, question 8. This R&B singer was shot down in cold blood by a hotel manager where he was staying. Shot down December 11th, 1964. Who is this once in a lifetime talent? Is this A, Ralph Moreland, B, Samuel Cook, C, James Clarkdale, or D, B.B. King? Who is this man? This R&B singer, once in a lifetime talent, who was shot down December 11th, 1964. Gone Girl. Happy Father's Day and birthday tomorrow, Will. Thank you, Gone Girl. Thank you very much for the awesome gift as well. I really appreciated that. Thank you very much. I hope you are having a wonderful day today and this weekend. Fireworks soon love pop bottle rockets. Juicy Jules. 4th of July. Van Halen. Old school. Yep. I was born on the 6th of December of 64, 5 days before. E. James Brown. What the guitar wasn't the only item that was placed in Dimebag Darrell's coffin. There's a television show that I don't know if it's still on or not, but it was called Counting Cars, um, from Las Vegas, Nevada. The man makes custom cars, and stuff like that for customers. But the Danny, I think his name is, but he's the owner of the business. He actually placed a very rare set of keys to like some ridiculous like $100 million Bugatti in the coffin with him. But a lot of people left a lot of mementos. But that guitar meant so much to Eddie, and he wanted to gift it to him for to take with him forever. I know Danny. Do you? I've never met him. I've been by his where his shop used to be, or I don't know if it still is. My grandmother used to live in McLaughlin, and we used to go down and see her once a year. And she worked at Circus Circus, and I mean I was a teenager, so I couldn't gamble. I'd just walk around town a lot. And my uncle knew somebody who worked there or worked at another automotive custom shop down there. But I met Rick Dorr. I don't know if you guys know who Rick Dorr is. I met him. Marvin Gaye was killed by his dad, who had schizophrenia. That's what the Rain Man did in Las Vegas. We're counting cards. Yeah, my peeps. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's trivia, my peeps. Happy Father's Day and birthday to you. Well, thank you, my peeps. I appreciate it. All right, question 8. This R&B singer was shot down in cold blood by a hotel manager where he was staying on December 11th, 1964. Who was this once in a lifetime talent? Ladies and gentlemen, this is none other than Samuel Cooke or Sam Cooke. B as in boy is the correct answer to question 8. Question 8 is B as in boy. I ran into Stephen King in West Virginia at She Estevich store. Huh. I always wanted to go to see his. Well, I don't think he lives there anymore. Um, in Bangor, with the I just want to see the location where he got ran over, and see that fence that he had out in front of his house. Dean Koontz lives, has a home here in Washington State near Spokane. You can't get anywhere near it. I mean, the house is situated, where there's water that would stop you unless you had a boat to get across it. But there's also it's private property, like several acres around it. But Dean Koontz lives here. He's known to pop into a lot of local places in the Spokane area. Love Dean Koontz. Love Dean Koontz's books. I don't have any Dean Koontz out here though. I got Bentley Little out here in my studio. Oh, but anyways, question 9. When I get that feeling, I want that sexual healing. Sexual healing, oh baby, makes me feel so fine. Who sang this? Is this A, Samuel Cooke, B, John Carpenter, C, Marvin Gaye, or D, Buddy Guy? And this man was also murdered. Stephen King lives near Bridgeton, Massachusetts, because he sees my friend. Oh, there you go. I thought he moved from. I was pretty sure he moved from Bangor. One of these days, I'm gonna have to go back that way because my buddy Tim, he's from Old Town, Maine, and he's got a lot of family and friends that are up and down the East Coast. We tried to go back this past year, but just didn't work out. Great voice, Sam Cooke. Yes. Once in a lifetime talent. E. Barry Morphew. I love the song. Gotta give it up. C. Kitty Coo. Janice. C. Purple. C. I'd have tried to pay for what he had for an autograph. Tons of great, talented musicians. That's true. Well, unfortunately, a lot of great ones have been murdered. Whoa, Lisa. Hey, hey. Whoa, Lisa, welcome. Welcome to tonight's trivia. Whoa, Lisa. I hope you had a terrific weekend. Thank you for joining us tonight. My medical professionalism stopped me. Damn it to hell. Being loved and feeling loved are different. Well, thanks, Starfire. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope everybody else does as well. If you're enjoying the topics tonight in the chat and the trivia, give this a thumbs up so more people learn about it. Very fun quiz. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pigeon Mac. Okay, question 9. The correct answer is C, as in cat. Marvin Gaye. Excuse me, Marvin Gaye. All right, question 10. Despite the numerous warning signs from friends and family, no one could save this man from his wife. She would have hunted him down. In the end, she got exactly what she wanted. Who is this man? Is this A, Ted Turner, B, Eddie Haskell, C, James Franco, or D, Phil Hartman? Not Barry Manilow? Nope. E, Nancy. Despite the numerous warning signs from friends and family, no one could save this man from his wife. There was absolutely no way that it was going to end in any way, shape, or form on a positive manner. She was absolutely insane, and he couldn't stop her, and nobody could stop her. This man was shot and killed while he slept. Him and his wife had an argument that earlier that night, and then they went to bed. She woke up early in the morning, shot him multiple times, killing him, and then she walked around the house because they know that because of trace evidence, from blood droplets from him that were on her clothing, transfer pattern. She walked around the house before she would end up taking her own life. Absolutely insane. Thumbs up for our friend Will. Thank you, Interpeas. The answer to question 10, ladies and gentlemen, is D, as in dog, Phil Hartman. You might remember Phil Hartman from Saturday Night Live, also news radio, and other television, and movies. Tragic loss. She killed him in his sleep. Then wandered around the house and then killed herself. Yeah. Dana Carvey was on Saturday Night Live with him and said that of his when the news broke that that she finally did kill him. I mean, because everyone knew she was insane, and she was going to do something to harm him. It's one way or another. Even if he would have left the relationship and went somewhere else, she would have hunted him down. But Dana Carvey said that of Phil Hartman after he heard about the news that he was murdered, that Phil Hartman was like a brother to him, a kindred spirit. Most comedians see life for what it is. Sad. All right. Question 11. Please don't forget me. My talents are many, yet I am unable to stop the wars that rage. I merely want us all to have peace, love, and harmony. Who am I? Is it the answer A, Danny Locken, B, John Lennon, C, Sal Dermott, or D, Nipsey Hussle? Who is this man? Please don't forget me. My talents are many, yet I am unable to stop the wars that rage. I merely want us all to have peace and love. Question 11. Shot down by another crazy fan. E. It's not a man. It's an inner peace. Peace. He pushed for peace. Rest in peace. Yeah. Also wasn't even born yet. Or Russell was, though. His wife, Hartman. Oh, Phil Hartman's wife. Imagine. What a great song. Imagine. Question 11. Who is this man? Whoa, Lisa is going with C. Sal Dermott. Juicy Jules is going with B. John Lennon. He got Yoko'd. Oh. Yoko wasn't as bad as a lot of people made her out to be. Got some. This man has some extremely talented sons as well. I mean, I like the music of Julian. We all live in the yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Yeah, Yoko is just an untalented, non-musician poser. Nothing horrible. I've been listening about 40 minutes behind. Indeed, his son Julian is talented. Yes, he is. All right, question 11. Please don't forget me. My talents are many, yet I am unable to stop the wars that rage. I merely want us all to have peace, love, and harmony. Who am I? This man is none other than B, as in boy, John Lennon of the Beatles fame and his own individual talents as well. He was an actor. He was a musician. He was a composer. He did editing. He was interested in humanitarian efforts on top of working with UNICEF to feed the hungry. Gunned down by a crazed fan. Tragic, tragic loss. All right, question 12. So you want to be an actress or actor? Well, get ready to be broke. Everyone has their hand out to take a piece of every dollar you make. How much on average do manager agents take? Is it A, 45% of every dollar, B, 85% of every dollar, C, 25% of every dollar, or D, 15% of every dollar? Question 12. Hello, whoa, Lisa. I know this one really well. When my daughter was, I don't deal with her agents now, because she does voiceover work now. But when she was acting, oh boy, I know this one. Question 12. How much do manager agents take? C, if you're smart. And the bigger the agency that the actress or actress is with, the bigger the commissions, the bigger slice of the pie. Because those top agencies, just like those who are in modeling, the more money, the bigger the agency that they can get with, the more work they can get, the more money that the person can make. If modeling or doing whatever, the bigger the agencies are, the more money they want. You got to have headshots. You got to have a stylist. You have to have this. You have to have that. It's a constant drain, and you go broke. I don't know how anybody survives in Hollywood, especially starting off. Nah. Better. 144,000%. I will. Love the Sun. Good evening and welcome to tonight's trivia. Love the Sun. Just jumping in. My answer is A for this question. Question 12. Loves the Sun is going with 45%. Question 12. Let's look at people like Gene Simmons. The music industry is a whole nother pie. Most musicians don't even, and rock stars and pop stars, they don't even own their own music. They give up their rights to their music, or they own such a small percentage of it. You have to get an attorney before you get an agent, and then get an agent and an attorney, or at least at the same time, before you sign any contracts. Question 12. All right, the answer to question 12 is C as in cat. They take anywhere from around 25% of every dollar. So think of it as 4 quarters. You keep 3, your agent takes 1. 1 quarter out of every dollar. 25%. There are agents out there that do on average take 15% or lower. There are agents out there that will work deals out. I will split the what you're going to make from this movie or from this album with you. They have different structures for how they get paid and you get paid. But on average, it is 25%. My daughter's first agent took almost 33% of everything that she got from the TV series Everything Sucks. Imagine that. You get that before she ever got paid. Before she ever got a dollar, her agent got their cut. 33%. Work more. I'm going to take more. I'm going to make more. I'm going to give you more auditions to go to. She got fed up with it pretty quick. Financial lubricant. That's funny. All right, question 13. I starred in many shows on and off of Broadway. I also starred in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. In Death, My Blood was used to write on the walls of the Tate murders. I'm talking about the house where Sharon Tate was murdered. He was murdered there as well. Who is this? Is this A, Jay Sebring, B, Tupac Shakur, C, James Franco, or D, Robert Downey Jr.? I starred in many shows on and off Broadway. I also starred in the from Man from Uncle. My in death, my blood was used to write on the walls of the Tate murder. Yep, I win. Specialist. I'm a TV and film extra. My agent takes 15% of every first job in a year. Really, only 15% of the first job of the year. That's really cool. The specialist. My daughter actually started off as an extra, and that's how she eventually got onto doing the TV series. Was she was an extra? That's really cool. I've been an extra once, but I have no idea what the hell it was for. I was just someone in the background standing at a newsstand. That I was just there, and I wasn't even. They needed somebody else to stand at the newsstand. There were like 3 or 4 other people there. I think I made like $75. That was it, or after taxes. I mean, they took taxes out of it, but I was like, okay. I mean, it's something to do. I can stand there and look like I'm looking at a magazine. I don't know, but the oysters I'm eating are good. Ooh, ooh, I love oysters. Extra for North and South as a kid. Oh, cool. You love it, specialist? My daughter really, when she first started off doing it, she really, really enjoyed it. God knows I had ended up paying and picking up the tab for quite a while, but she was chasing her dreams. So, you know, when it comes to your kids, though, it's hard to tell them, not to chase their dreams, or you want them to succeed, you want them to be happy. Yeah, Starfire. I think I was there for maybe 2 hours, somewhere in there. Um, I didn't get no big lunch or anything cool like that. I think I got like a bottle of water and like that was it. I don't think I got anything to eat. I think that was all for just a cast. But I didn't even know what the hell they were shooting there. It was in downtown Minneapolis, actually, where it was. Now this is probably about, gee, 10 years or more, because I was going back there to meet my sister, but I got into Minneapolis. I want to say at like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and she wasn't going to be off work until 5. So I'm like, and I didn't know how to get to her house. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna waste time. I'm in Minneapolis. Let's walk around the old downtown Minneapolis. The area of my hunting grounds, my stomping grounds, if you will, of downtown Minneapolis. So they were shooting this something movie or television series. I don't know. It was just off of Hennepin Avenue in Minneapolis by the Lake Serene area. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm here. Here, fill this out, sign this, blah blah blah. And a couple minutes later, they're like, we're gonna stand up. You're gonna go stand over here. Don't look at anybody walking by behind you. Just look at the magazine. I'm like, okay, I can do that. Don't be a stalker. You guys are always fed really well. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I know my daughter talked about sometimes that they would have like cold cuts and and different stuff to make sandwiches and donuts and cupcakes and stuff like that when she was doing everything sucks. but she really enjoyed the extra work too. But when she was doing the extra work, that was when she was doing that in and around the Portland, Oregon area. I guess they do a lot of TV shows and series and stuff like that there. They have a film industry there, but we're about 200 plus miles away from Portland. So we were transporting her back and forth for that. We have a pretty good independent movie, community here, but not a lot of motion pictures are being, or television series are being filmed here. Hot food like 3 times a day. That's cool. All right. Well, question. I'm way off topic here. Question 13, ladies and gentlemen. The correct answer is Lori Sutton jumping in just at the last minute there. The correct answer is A as in apple. This is Jay Sebring. Jay Sebring was stabbed multiple times and then shot. And those who were part of who committed the Tate murders that night used his blood on a rag and used it to write on the walls of the home there. But yeah, murdered along with Sharon Tate. Just Jules, St. Paul. I lived in St. Paul. Lived about 2 blocks from the Capitol, on the other side of the train tracks. I was that boy that grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. Not Drew Barrymore. All right, question 14. I may not have a long stream of credits to my name. However, I was loved by millions as I just got my first major role on TV until a crazy fan killed me. Who am I? Is this A, Rebecca Schaefer, B, Rosa Scott, C, Jeanette Hammermill, or C, Crystal Shapiro? I may not have a long stream of credits to my name. However, I was loved by millions as I just got my first major role on TV until a crazed fan killed me. I own a 1958 Buick. First thing in its owner's manual was to adjust the brakes. Not owner's manual states do not drink antifreeze. Isn't that true? Jan Brady. Musha. Oh, wow. I remember that face, but not the name. What is happening? This world is, and they have to put those warnings on there for a reason. But newer cars, though, well, like my wife's car, you can't do anything with it. You can't change the oil. You can add windshield wiper fluid, and I think you can add water, like antifreeze, but I'm not sure. I mean, you can't do anything else. You open up the hood of her car, and it's just a giant plastic, like I don't know what you call that, top piece. And you have to have a special like tool, a wrench to get the damn things off. You can't do anything with the car. You want something to do? You have to take it to the mechanic, take it to a specialist, to the dealership. You can't even buy the battery. You can't go down like an auto parts store and buy a battery from my wife's car because it's specialized size and fit. Oh Lord, hope it's not a Tesla. No, it's not a Tesla. It's a Chevy Traverse. I think what they call it, an SUV crossover mom van, the newest version of a mom van since they don't make vans anymore. Well, they make vans. They make It's not like the Dodge Caravan, but I think it's an SUV. I think that's how it's actually licensed in the state. It's an SUV. '58 Buick. You have an Equinox? My wife loves her car. I don't. I mean, I'll give it this much. It's comfortable. It's got 3 row seating. You know, it does everything that she wants. Just not my style. The Traverse is a bigger version. Yeah, it's definitely bigger than an Equinox. Well, I'm not sure about the newer one. My wife's is a 2022. This is her second one. She had one before. I think it was a 20. I want to say 18 or 19 or something like that. Both of them have been extremely reliable. All right, question number 14. The correct answer to question 14 is A as in apple, Rebecca Schaefer. She had just started the TV show My Sister Sam, I think that was the name of it. I didn't write it down, but she was shot and killed by a stalker, a fan. Okay, question number 15. I moved a lot when I was younger. However, I made lifelong friends that I kept until I was murdered on September 13th, 1996. One of my best friends was Jada Pinkett, later to marry Will Smith, the actor. Who am I? Is this A, Pop Smoke, B, Darnell Switcher, C, Tupac Shakur, or D, Alan Green? Who is this man? That's our travel vehicle. I have a Camaro. My mom said, "How's everyone going to fit in it?" I said, "I don't want them to." That's a good one. Don't Flip Wilson. Flip. Every Sunday with Will. Yes. 4 p.m. every Sunday. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Christy McNichols. I moved a lot when I was younger. However, I made lifelong friends that I kept until I was murdered on September 13th, 1996. Who is this man? We got Pac. We have C. Demolition's going with C. Tupac Shakur. Moved a lot when I was younger. Lemon Pie is going with C as well. Tupac Shakur. Juicy Jules is going with C as well. Ten seconds. It's Tupac, fools. Sammy Davis Jr. All right. The answer to question number 15 is C as in cat. This is Tupac Shakur. Tupac. I know there's a lot of people out there that believe that he's alive and he faked his own death, but Will, you have a good and loyal group here. Well, thank you, Janice. I appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone coming to play these trivias, but I'm learning, like I said, of the 15 questions, I knew 5 before I put this list together. So I'm learning right along with everybody else. All right, now for the bonus question. You may not remember me. Time goes by and my memory fades from popular culture. However, I starred on the TV show Our Gang. I was murdered for less than $50. Who am I? Is it A, Benny Goodman, B, Carl Switzer, C, T-Bone Mo Money, or D, Jimmy Norman? You like Elvis? Elvis is on the list of suggestions. If you have a suggestion, let me know. I'll write it down and put it on the list. We are the 419 family and a hunting dog. Alfalfa. You may not remember me. Time goes by. My memory fades from popular culture. However, I starred on a TV show, Our Gang. Murdered for less than $50. Eddie Murphy, or was that Buckwheat? Yeah, Eddie Murphy was Buckwheat on Saturday Night Live. You can't do stuff like that anymore. Oh boy. Or Eddie as Mr. Was it Mr. Rogers? What was it? What was it? His take on it? Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to my neighborhood. Won't you be? Won't you be my neighbor? Hello, neighbors. Today's word is welfare. You can't do stuff like that anymore. Not on Saturday Night Live or anywhere. Mr. Robinson, yeah. Mad Magazine, don't I mess up. His co-stars should not stand him. Who is this? Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. When I was 20, I watched George Carlin with my dad. We had a blast. I've got probably a dozen of George Carlin's records behind me. Class Clown. That's probably my favorite of them all. George Carlin was man way before his time. My daughter was watching him on YouTube one day, and she's like, "That man's funny. Who is that?" And I'm like, "That's George Carlin." She's like, "Does he ever come to the comedy club here?" I'm like, "Oh, please, sweetheart." She had no idea who he was. She had no idea that he was dead. She thought he was a comedian that was because he's got a new clip that just was released on YouTube. Somebody put up there. She thought he was still a comedian. He was still doing what he does. When I was 10, not 20. Wow. That's sad. $50. The correct answer to the bonus question is B as in boy. Alfalfa was Carl Switzer. And again, the man who killed him was acquitted of the murder charge. He was acquitted for killing Alfalfa for less than $50. I will, Janice. I want to go camping. There you go. So how did you do tonight on these questions? We're only playing for fun and knowledge. How did you do? You get A, B, C, D. You can't grow corn in the sand. Not very well, but you can. I live in the middle of the goddamn desert. We grow a lot of damn corn around here. I'm old enough. I only missed 2. There you go. See, there are questions that at trivia night where you actually knew the answer. I mean, I only knew 5 of them, and well, 2 of them were on the Hollywood lifestyle. They did all right. There you go. Interpeas E, mountain lion. Mountain lion smoking meth, driving a Yugo. Sandra LeBlanc, thanks. I'm sorry if I missed you earlier, Sandra. I hope that you enjoyed the trivia night. That's all the questions for tonight. No, you're not old enough. Have a great day tomorrow, Will. I will. Thank you, Janet. I will. Bye-bye, my flock. See you next week. Bye-bye, Tammy. You have a terrific week ahead. You stay safe out there. Well, thank you, Interpeace. Happy Father's Day again to everyone who deserves it. Well, I think there's a difference between being a father and having children. A father is someone who nurtures and loves and understands and supports and takes care of their children. Anyone can be a father in that aspect. Maybe not be reproductive, biologically be the father, but you can be and take on the father role. And it can be a mother, it can be a grandmother, it can be a grandfather who takes on that role to be there and nurture and love and support, and give that child the ethics and morals, everything else from the building blocks to, live a successful and happy life. That is what a father is. So anybody can be a father. Not everybody can have children, and having children is not for everybody either. So, and I understand that. Thank you, Purple. Enjoy your birthday, Will, and thank you for another fun trivia night. Well, thank you, Lori Sutton. Good night, Juicy Jules. My peeps, you're born August 7th, 1927 in Paris, Karl, Switzer. Is that pronounced Paris? P-A-R-R-R-I-S, Paris. Well, thank you. Thank you again for all the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up tonight's trivia there. I know we ran a little bit longer than normal. The gift of gab. But if you have a suggestion, put it down in the comment section. Let me know what you'd like to see done on a future night of trivia. I've got quite a long list, and I've got 3 or 4 of them that I work on at the same time. As I get availability, and once I get one done, then I pick it and It's like, hey, look, this one finally got 15 plus the bonus, right? That could be next week. Like I said earlier, Elvis is on there. There's some really interesting things about Elvis I don't think a lot of people know about. Fun times. Thank you to you and all the mods in the chat. You are all fantastic. I really appreciate it. Well, thank you, Kitty Coo. We appreciate you being here with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have a terrific week, and I will see you next Sunday for trivia night again at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the meantime, you all stay safe out there. Bye.